What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to a brand new show. This is Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. British guy who reacts to seasonal anime here. And when we start a new show on this channel, typically what I like to do is load up the analyst page, look at the synopsis, the tags, the studio that's doing it, just to get a basic feel for the show before we jump straight in. I know that's not for everyone. I know some of you can consider that somewhat spoilerish, but most synopses aren't that much of a spoiler. I say that, most of them aren't. There are a couple that will potentially have a little bit of element to it, but I don't think this one will. But if you want to skip ahead to the actual reaction portion, there is a link in the description to do so. So, Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World. Embroiled in a 100-year war, young Isuka is sent to assassinate the ice calamity witch Alice I think is how you're meant to say it, maybe. Meant to murder each other, their initial encounter on the battleground creates doubt in their missions. But finding common ground together would make them traitors to their own countries. So Romeo and Juliet-esque. Although I don't think Romeo and Juliet were sent to kill each other, so it's a little different. Those circumstances previously made them enemies, their now conflicted hearts may just make them lovers. Question is, how many opportunities are they going to have to interact with each other if they're meant to be at war with each other? Right? Like, how are you meant to develop that in a meaningful time frame? That's my only concern with that base premise right off the bat. It sounds like Shironeko Project. Shironeko Project had something similar, and yeah, it didn't turn out too well. But this is by Silverlink, and just immediately that gives me hope, because we've watched the Silverlink show every season on this channel. Bofuri, fantastic. Villainess, fantastic. Demon King Academy, fantastic. We've had 3 hits in a row from Silverlink. I didn't watch any of their 2019 stuff, to be fair. Sunohara was fine. Death March was fine. This was actually pretty decent. This was fine. I'm well aware of Silverlink's works and have enjoyed a fair few of them. So they're on a roll right now. So I don't really have any reason to doubt this, but I always will. So action, ecchi, fantasy, romance. War, magic, witch, politics, female and male protagonist, demons. There is a spoiler tag, apparently. I don't know what that's going to be in relation to. What spoiler could there possibly be for a show like this? I don't know. Unless it's going to randomly throw an isekai in there, but I don't think this is an isekai. This shouldn't be an isekai. I think this is just a fantasy story. Yeah, I'm curious to see how much of the romance is meant to take a front role or a back seat role. I'm curious to see where the romance fits in there, because as soon as you enter a romance tag into your anime, I'm interested, okay? Like, romance genre is my genre. It's the genre I look to first above all else, and it's the genre that I like to feel like I can break down and be more, involved with in that aspect. It's one of those topics that I really enjoy discussing, and seeing a good romance show is kind of rare. It's not often you get a really solid romance show, so I'm honestly hoping this can add to the roster. We've already got Tonikawa this season, which I think is going to be fantastic. I have my hopes for Adachi, which is coming out tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. So I'm hoping this can add another good romance to the list, but I get the feeling maybe that's not going to happen. I don't know. Part of me doubts this. I don't quite understand why yet. Anyway, for those new to the channel, these are timer-based format reactions. Bottom left of the screen down here, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I will count you down 3, 2, 1, play. And on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We're watching this one on Funimation, so the link to that is going to be in the description below, as it is with all videos on this channel. We have Kadokawa logo and Funimation logo to start. I will call them out, and you can use Screen Flash as well to help sync up when scenes transition and stuff like that. No original audio or video from the original material will be shown on this video for YouTube copyright reasons, of course. Any channel that does so is just being lucky, essentially. They're just lucky that they're not being flagged by studios because they just don't care. Wait till they react to a Saigo's property, then they're going to have some issues. But anyway, with all that said, let's just get into the first episode of Crusade. I'm just going to call it Crusade, it's easier to say. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, play. Kadokawa logo. And Funimation logo. Here we go. Astral power. I guess this is the base of our magic. Okay. Okay, that's an outfit. Interesting. He's a prisoner right now. And of course, they're at odds with each other. You're currently a prisoner, though? So far, I see... Yes. Awesome. Yeah, so we're skipping the OP. 1 year earlier. Is this the Human Empire? Seems quite technology advanced. Yeah, okay. Wage number 999. Okay. Okay. We doing a breakout? Oh. Saint Disciple? Breaking a girl out? Interesting. Huh. Why are we breaking them out? I was waiting for a twist there. There really was. Of course, he's 16. Youngest ever, okay. Why did he let one out? Okay. Yes. Astral mages, alright. Purebred, okay. Yes. The Ice Calamity Witch. That will be Alice, I guess. Why him? I wonder why they picked him when he's clearly sympathetic to the mages. Okay, he's got his squad that he already wants. Again, very technology advanced. That's a character introduction shot. Alright, so these are two of the people that we're taking. Not many of them, though, because of all the light pollution, but... This is our transport. Maybe. Or just other people arriving. Hmm. Who's the captain? It's a girl, of course. Okay. Yep. Hmm. Yeah. You're growing in other ways, let's be honest here. Special Defense Humankind, 3rd Division, Unit NO7. Okay. We're NO7. Got it. Off we go. To the front lines. Assassination mission. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Again, why him? Set up? Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, damn. What's special about our boy? Other than the fact that he's the youngest of his whatever they were called, whatever his rank was. Saint Disciple, thank you. They'll have no intel on him. Mm-hmm. Sounds like it. I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. He's probably going to go to prison if he doesn't. Probably in prison again. Well, if he fails this mission, he's dead, let's be real. But mm-hmm. Okay, I'm guessing this is our forward operating base. It's a weapons reactor, okay. God damn it, I actually wanted that information. Not finished. Okay. Okay, so she's, yeah, engineer. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright. Rough terrain. She's gonna crash it. What? Oh. They knew an attack was coming. Hmm. Alright. There was no urgency in his voice there at all. That was kind of weird. Alright, Kirito, will you... Because that obsidian blade thing. He's seriously starting to look like Kirito. Okay. Wind mages again. Oh. Hmm. Because, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm guessing this is R1. Yeah, no. That he looks so much like goddamn Kirito with that. I mean, he just did. This is so Kirito. That was a very unimpressive fight scene, honestly. Here we go, we're not yet done. Oh, okay. Is that Hayasaka? I think that's like Hayasaka. Mm-hmm. Off they run. Regenerates. Okay, that was better. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Hesitates. Yeah, that was never going to work. What do you mean impossible? That was the most basic of attacks you did. Like, come on. Alice. Alright. Recognize your voice actress as well. Sounds like Chizuru from Rent-A-Girlfriend. Oh shit, here we go. Yep. Yep, that was the actual target. Nice. I mean... Sleaze, okay. Oh, hello. Now we're starting to get into some actual action stuff. He's dual wielding, isn't he? Of course he is. Of course he's dual wielding. Still getting hit though. Getting hit a lot. But they're all meaningless hits, really. Interesting. That was nice. He'll break through. Okay. Really? He's gonna save her. Sure. Okay, okay. Oh shit. Okay. That was a bizarre interaction. Absolutely bizarre interaction. Okay. Yep. That's actually a cool structure. Already having a bath scene, Jesus Christ. Gotta get that in first episode, of course. Sure. Okay. Neutral city. Interesting. Okay, sure. Yes, please shut up. It's gonna be him, isn't it? It's gonna be him, isn't it? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, it's him. Then it finally dawns on them. Yep. Ultimate weapons. Is this the OP now? Can't tell. It's not the OP animation anyway. It might be the OP song or it might be the ED song. Not sure, but... Okay. Okay. I'll say my thoughts when we get there, but... This is definitely... I'll say this now. This is definitely the weakest Silverlink show this year. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. Then again, they've been on such a roll that, like... that they'd have to really have a fantastic episode to meet that, but... This is by far one of their weakest works I've seen. Whichever song this ends up being, though, I quite like it. Fits the type of show, at least. Alright. Is that it? That is it. Okay, this is definitely the weakest first episode of a Silverlink show. I don't know if it's the weakest of this season, but it's definitely not in the top side of it. It's a little disappointing. I don't know, the actual action was very underwhelming. It didn't feel like the action was taken too seriously, if you know what I mean. It didn't feel like it was life or death, we're in the middle of a war situation. It didn't feel like wartime. They were just all too carefree about it. And there's a difference between being carefree, like, cocky, and, like, you know that this isn't going to be a problem. And there's a difference between carefree... the fighting doesn't actually matter. Like, there's a difference there. And it just... yeah, it just didn't really seem to be there in terms of action. Some of the animation was okay. Otherwise, it was a bit mediocre. The way that they've kind of pushed these two together is interesting. Quite forced. The idea of neutral city is bizarre, that an ice calamity witch and the potential hero of the empire can just go to a theatre. What are the chances that they both go to the same theatre performance on the same day at the same time? What are the damn chances of that? Whatever. Okay. If it pushes our two mains together, then it'll push them together. I don't know how they're meant to have more character interactions unless we're going to have most of our interactions be within Neutral City. because that would be odd, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, Alice is played by Sora Amamiya, who I'm fairly certain, Aqua Konosuba, Hirakawa from Banjo Senpai. I'm fairly certain if I look, Keith from Villainess. Are you not Chizuru? Whoops, that's the wrong button. I could have sworn you sound like Chizuru. There it is, Chizuru from Red Girlfriend. For some reason, Red Girlfriend was much higher up on the list than I expected. Yeah, Chizuru from Red Girlfriend. Heard that immediately. And then, what's her name? Let's see. Where are we here? Where is the maid that she had? Was it Rin? I think it was Rin, right? Played by Yumiri Haramori. I'm fairly certain if I look here. Yep, Hayasaka Kage-sama. I knew that immediately. Can immediately hear that one. Apparently plays Odin in Warlords Sigdrifa. I did not expect that one. And we'll be hearing her as well in Akudama Drive later on as well. Good to know. Was in Senjou Bookworm for a bit. Was Chiyuki from Runway. Domeki from Eizouken. Sota from Darwin's Game. Okay. So yeah, a bunch of stuff that I've heard of before him, but also in the Deshko from Eurocamp. God, I can't wait for season 2. But yeah, Hayasaka immediately shone through there in that voice acting performance more than anything. Like, immediately I heard that. Now, our boy Isuka is played by Yusuke Kobayashi. Have I heard you before in anything? Oh, that's actually Subaru from ReZero. Hang on, I've got to listen to your voice again then. Can I hear Subaru in your voice? See if I can hear his voice a bit here. Trying to find it. Find a bit where he talks for a bit. You can hear a slight bit of Subaru in there. Slight bit. It's not super pronounced, but you can definitely hear it. And yeah, Warren from Yojo Senki. Yeah. Okay. Anything else more recently that I would have watched from you? Not really. Kalame from Darwin's Game. Okay, that's the other thing I probably would have heard you from. Maybe in Eizouken, but I don't remember that character at all, really. Yeah, I mean, he's discount Kirito at this point. I mean, he's even dual wielding with similarly colored blades, like, for Christ's sake. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not something special. It's okay. I think of all the Silverlink productions, this might be their first... I don't know if it's going to be a flop by any chance, but it's definitely not something that special. We're going to give it another episode next time, because I want to see where they take this direction. Like, okay, you've now kind of forcibly put your mains together and given them a reason to see each other once, or the second time after the initial encounter, which was like, okay, the initial encounter is going to make sense on the battlefield, although it didn't, because she just tripped, well, she didn't even trip, a rock fell under her, and he went to save her for some reason. I don't know why he would do... Well, I know why he did it, okay? It makes sense for the context of his character. Okay? I'll admit that. He is sympathetic towards witches. He does not just see them as the enemy, he sees them as actual people on the other side of it as well. We've kind of established that with the whole him breaking a witch out of the prison. Why he did that still, kind of up in the air, but he did break a witch out of the prison. I wonder if that's going to be relevant later on. Maybe we'll meet said witch later on. But we know he's sympathetic towards the witches, which makes his release from prison and him being touted as like the hope of killing them just bizarre. Like, why would you do that for someone who's sympathetic to witches? You think he's going to be able to kill another one now that he's been proven sympathetic? I don't know. Seems like an odd choice to me, but whatever. We're not going to criticize that bit, otherwise we don't have a show, right? But yeah, his actions kind of made sense there, because he does see them more as people rather than as the enemy. But how do you continue to develop these two characters beyond this in a meaningful way? And how much is the war going to take a front role here? I'm curious as to how they're going to pace that, and that's going to decide whether I keep going with this or not. So we're going to give it episode 2, of course, just to see where it goes with it. But I'm not overly excited for this, which is surprising. Of all the shows today, I thought Kuma Bear was just going to be some fun and probably cutesy, and I can enjoy that. This I thought would be an actual decent show, considering it's Silverlink and considering it's not a terrible premise in its own right. I thought, honestly, Noblesse, I should say. I honestly thought that might be the show. If I was going to drop any of the 3 shows, I figured that might be the one, because I didn't know if I would really get into that type of show. But I actually really did, and it's this one that's, like, iffy in hooking me just yet. But, like I said, we're giving it next week just to see if we can get back into it a little bit. But right now, it feels kind of plain. It doesn't feel like it has anything special going for it. And it feels almost like another Shiraneko in the fact that it's like... I feel like it's going to have the same fate as Shiraneko as well, in that I'm going to drop it quite early on. But we'll give it a chance. I'm not going to judge it too much. We'll give it a chance. Like, might not have been a strong opening, but maybe once it understands what it's trying to do, and now it's established that fact, maybe now we can start getting into things. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. So, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. Leave a like if you did, as per usual. Leave your comments on what you thought of the episode as well. Liking and commenting is a great way to boost engagement, which helps the impressions and helps spread the videos out along recommended and suggestions and things like that. Is this based off the light novel or the manga? Just out of curiosity, because when you have these types of things, I think AniList is listing it as sourcing it directly from the light novel. But just a little confirmation on that would be nice as well. I'm not sure if there's a meaningful difference between them, but, you know, it is what it is. Leave your comments what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe to see next week's episode as we continue to see how this show does, as well as the rest of the full 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. We've now completed a full week of programs here, and we've had some absolutely banging ones, we've had some mediocre ones. This is definitely going into the mediocre category. Still got more shows to go. Even though we've completed a full week, there's still more shows. We've got 2 new shows next week, as well as Higurashi and Assault Lily. 2 shows which are well established, and Higurashi is definitely going to be, I think, show of the season, at least for viewership, based on the first episode. I think there's a lot of hype for Higurashi and the new adaptation, and I'm hoping that continues all the way through the season. But there's some really good shows out there, so I'm hoping I'm at least reacting to one show that you guys are enjoying this season. So thank you everyone for watching. Until next time. See you guys later.